guys, hope you guys are doing well. It's Tamara and I hope you guys are doing extremely well and that you guys are with your families and that you guys are healthy. So today is July 1st and it's Canada Day. So happy Canada Day to each and every one of you. And today for this Canada Day extravaganza, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. So if you guys are ready to do your makeup with me, let's get on to it and we can chit chat about the things that have to be talked about. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is primer. So I have two primers. I have Dermablend Insta Grip Jelly Primer and I have the Maybelline Baby Skin. So you're probably wondering why I have combination skin. This primer kind of gives the grip of if, for instance, you're going to a party and you really want your makeup to stay put, this is the perfect primer for you. And also, this is really good for dry skin. And the other primer, I apply it after, and this is for kind of like oily skin, but technically if you have visible pores, then this is perfect for you. So if any of you are not familiar with who I am, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tamara Grace CALATIN-RADEGONDE. I'm a 19-year-old singer and songwriter and musician, born and raised in Montreal, Quebec, still living here also. I'm an esthetician and makeup artist, and people mostly know me for the competitions that I've been in. For instance, I've joined Filipino Canadian Idol when I was 9 years old. I was the youngest contestant on that competition that year. At that age, I didn't know what I was doing, honestly. My mom was the one that was kind of like my momager. She would teach me all the dances. She would help me with my outfits. My outfits were kind of rock star material. I ended up being one of the finalists, one of the runner-ups in that competition. And then years later, when I was 15, so 4 years ago, I competed in a competition called Miss Teen Famas. I competed against 3 other girls and I ended up winning the title with five other kind of awards as well. I won, let's see, Best in Interview, Best in Talent, Miss Charity, Best in Cocktail Dress, and Best in Evening Gown. So those 5 titles plus the title of Miss Teen Famas. When I met them, I was really like, oh, friends, yeah, friends, we're gonna make new friends. And that's what happened. We all became friends, and till this day, I still talk to most of them. One not really anymore because we, distanced, but not for personal reasons, but just like that. But the other 2, I still talk to. This year, so 4 years later from that competition, I competed in a competition called Nationwide Talent Search of Filipino Canadian Talent. It's a pretty long competition name, and it is organized by the FCAAQ. So shout out to you guys. So basically the competition, FCAAQ, the National Talent Search of Filipino Canadian Talent, I won the adult vision. And I remember my performance, I feel like that was in my eyes, it was the best performance I've ever done solo. I sang Hurt by Christina Aguilera. It's a pretty intense song. I honestly didn't think I was going to be able to sing it because of the vocal range. I can sing high notes, but not that high. So I really thought I was playing with fire in that competition because it was either I'm going to nail the notes or I'm going to fail and lose. I didn't come in there because I wanted to win 100%. I came there to participate because I didn't perform in a while. It was really just to participate, to gain more experience, to expose myself more. So yeah, basically that's what it was. I was expecting like a lot of acts, but it was pretty weird because it was a coincidence actually, because this year there were only singers. So we were about 9 of us total, if you count junior and adults, and we were all singers, which was actually pretty weird because I thought there would be at least a dancer, at least a musician, but no, everyone is competing, doing the same act. And another coincidence, I was the only girl. So I kind of found it intimidating being the only girl, but at the same time there was advantages. I stand it out a little more. So that was it, and I actually enjoyed it because they were all nice. We all came from, not all of us, but most of us came from different areas. The majority of us were born and raised or just living in Montreal, and there were about 2 of them. One of them was from Gatineau and the other one was from Ottawa. So we got to meet them. They were really nice. They were really funny. They brought a lot to the table, and we competed in like fairness. We were not, you know, rivals, nothing. And we were all happy with, you know, what was the end results. We're still proud of each other. We all support each other. We still keep in contact, etc. So yeah. So now I'm going to be doing concealer, and my concealer is Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and it's a little light, so you're probably going to see that it's going to make me look like a ghost, but trust me, at the end it's going to look fine. Other than the Filipino Montreal competitions, I've also joined Quebecois competitions. For instance, there's this thing called secondaire spectacle, which is a competition which is only reserved to high schoolers. And there's 3 levels actually. The first level is local, so you're going to be competing against people from your own school. And then if you get to be chosen from local, you go to regionals. You compete against schools from your district. And then if you get chosen there, then you go to Pont Québécois. There's going to be like a 2-day trip where you're going to go somewhere, and basically when you want there, the competition is over. It's just that you get the chance to perform in front of hundreds of people. You can be performing in front of 200, 300, 500, and maybe even 1,000 probably. And also you get to be televised in a TV channel called MATV. I participated in Secondaire Spectacle twice. The first year was in my 4th year of high school, and I performed with my friend. Her name is Miriam. Shout out to you if you're watching. We were a duo, and I played the piano and she sang. I played the piano and sang, and then she played and she sang. So basically that's what happened. We performed a song called Formidable by Stromae. We kind of made it our own, because the song, if you go and search it up, it's kind of like a rap. It's like a sad rap, and we are not rappers, we're singers, so we had to change it up a lot. We decided to not add drums, and we just decided to make it kind of like a sad song, period. And we harmonized, and it was so good. It was like one of the best reenactions that we did, and we were televised in MATV, so that was really great. I got to see us, and it was pretty cool. So that was a memory to remember. And then the next year, Sec 5, so my senior year, I ended up participating with Miriam once again, me playing the piano and singing, and her singing. And then we had one of our friends named Ernous, shout out to Ernous, to play the violin, because she's super talented. She's a super good violinist. That year, actually, we ended up not doing a cover. We actually did an original. So that was cool, because we had only about a couple of months to write the song, and we're not really like, you know, professionals at writing, so we had to figure it out. And also because it's not an English competition, it's a French competition. So we performed our song, and we got through to locals. We went to regionals, and then we competed in regionals. And then unfortunately there, we did not win. We didn't get the chance to perform at Pont Québécois. However, we got the chance to attend Pont Québécois, but not as artists, just as people that come to support. But it was a good experience through and through regardless. I got to meet new people from different places in Quebec, like for instance, Bas-Saint-Laurent, Abitibi. I still keep in contact with them, which is pretty cool, because, you know, if ever we wanted to collab, like someone who is such a pro in guitar and me, someone who plays piano, if we end up wanting to collab, we can just find our way in the middle and just collab, which is pretty cool. I hope all of you are doing well in quarantine, because I know for a fact that I, for one, you know, took it really hard at first. When there was the announcement that we had to go in quarantine, meaning that we couldn't see our friends and family from different residences for an indefinite time. I went to panic mode. I wanted to go out when I wanted and see my friends and family when I wanted. I didn't like being controlled with what I can or cannot do. I like doing things in my own rhythm and on my own time. And also because I was just like, what am I gonna do in my house for an indefinite time? What am I supposed to do? So, you know, I did the smart thing and I went on the internet. There's things that before quarantine I really did not want to do, or I just didn't perfect the craft that I gave up instantly. Like for instance, stitching. Before quarantine, I sucked at it. During quarantine, I'm a pro at it. And also I've been doing a lot of cooking. I already knew how to cook before quarantine, but now I'm just an elite chef. I'm working on my business. I'm trying to open my own salon. I became a plant mom all of a sudden. I always admired plants but never wanted to take the responsibility to take care of them. So right now they're right there. I have 3 cactuses. One is named Sabrina, the second name is Marley, and the third is Lucy. Right now they're in like the 1/3 of my window, so I think I'm gonna have to buy about 5 or 6 more. So now I'm just going to be doing a little bit of baking. I don't really do a lot of baking because, I don't know, it's not my thing. I usually do it when there's a huge event. I don't know if you guys noticed before I put the foundation, but I had a lot of like brown spots on both of my like cheeks. It is acne scars. I started having acne when I was about 14 years old. The more I got older, the more acne I would get. So by the time I was 18, which is technically when puberty ends, I started to freak out because it was an insecurity of mine. I didn't like having pimples on my face. And it was for a reason, because some people pointed it out and really triggered me. I'm probably most likely going to finish my treatment in about a year. So February 2021. So now I'm going to be doing my eyebrows.
Morning.
What? He never knocks on my door, so he's probably wondering who is here. So, anyways. As you can see, I don't have that much eyebrows, so I like to fake it. You know, fake it till you make it. I'm just kidding. I wish I was as blessed as those girls that have so much eyebrows. They're super lucky to like just brush their brows with clear gel, and I have to like fake it. So, you know, that's life. You see about this much. My eyebrow is about that long, but it's just that, like I said, I don't have a lot of hair on the end, so I like to arch it. And usually my step for my eyebrows is usually first thing I do is pomade. Then I would use the Annabelle Cosmetics eyebrow pencil in the shade medium brown. This gives it more of a lively brown shade. And then I would look at the mirror and see if it's fine. If I'm fine with it, then I would go with the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel. And also the shade dark brown. If you guys are watching and you guys are not from Montreal, Canada, I would like to know how you guys are doing during quarantine, because I know that everyone, or at least most people, are in quarantine, so I just want to know how you guys are doing. What are the cases in your countries? I'm just curious, you know. Yeah, and even the greetings from your country. Like if you guys are from the Philippines, you know, say hi in the comments. You know, I'd like to see who is watching. Now I'm going to fill in with the pencil. Okay, so now I'm just going to brush them up a little bit to shape them up. And then I'm going to be using the brow gel. I'm just going to brush them lightly because I know that gel can make things look a little too harsh. So I don't usually use a lot of the gel. I just brush them up, and then conceal. So I'm just gonna be using a brush like this with a little angle, and I'm going to trace the lower brow that I drew and then fade it down so it blends. So like this. I've been doing my eyebrows for years, since high school, and honestly at first I would never conceal the bottom, but then one of my friends suggested it to me because she did it and she said that it made her eyebrows look a lot cleaner. So ever since I've been doing it, it's a lifesaver. It really makes my eyebrows way different and way cleaner. And then when I see some harsh lines, I like to tap it and just blend it. See, there's a difference in between this eyebrow and this eyebrow. There's a huge difference. Since I did this side, I'm going to do the other side. And tap it down. I'm done the eyebrows, so now I'm going to go and do the eyeshadow. So the eyeshadow that I was holding, which I'm going to be using right now, is called the Modern Renaissance by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm not really going to specify what colors I'm using, but I'm going to show you right here. They have really good colors. So it is Canada Day, but I don't really want to go and do some red makeup because, for one, red makeup stains super easily, and two, it's gonna look pretty harsh. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I am not... Wait a minute, this looks purple. What I was saying is, as you probably can tell already from what I'm doing, I did not plan my makeup look today. I usually plan things, but you know, it's better content when you just improvise. Hopefully it ends up looking cute and not like a nightmare. So that's what's happening here. Surprise! Happy Canada Day! Okay, I'm satisfied. But you know, you never know until the end. So I'm gonna do the other side. Oh my god, I'm so excited for when quarantine is over. I totally thought that, I was positive actually that quarantine was going to end in June, and then that in June, July, August we were going to be able to go to the beach again. But reality check, we are still in quarantine, so womp 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 womp. However, my summer 2021 is going to be crazy. I am not holding back. I am going to do what I want because I had one whole year taken away from me. This looks decent enough for me, so. Okay, to add a little bit of a shadowy effect, I'm going to be using Cypress Umber, which is the brown over here. I'm just going to put it right here. It's going to kind of give a smoky eye effect, low-key, to the pink. Doing the same thing on the other side. So I push it inwards and I blend it with the top. Then I'm going to be doing a little bit more, pushing it inwards, more over here. Okay, so now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting a little bit of foundation in the inner corner and the inner crease of my eyes, and I'm going to be applying some pigment after that. Using the angled brush, and I'm going to just put some foundation. People usually put glue, but I think that honestly I've been doing foundation all my life on it, and I feel like that foundation does the thing, you know, it works on its own. And then what you're gonna do is just build a half moon, basically. And when you're gonna be putting foundation on your eyes, make sure to not put too much. If you can't do quick enough, then better you put the pigment on here and then do the other side, because we don't want it to dry. Okay, so now I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Starlit Powder in Iridescent Pearl, and this is where things are going to get super messy. I'm not going to tap it, I'm going to drag it inwards to outwards at first, because everything's going to fall down if ever. I'm just going to use the brush that I was using and just fan it out a little bit, and I'm going to be blending. And also blend the middle part where you separated, because it's going to blend with the brown that we used and it's going to not look too harsh of a separation. Okay. It is time for eyeliner. So I have the makeup, why do I keep on saying makeup? Maybelline Eye Studio in the shade Blackest Black. It's kind of like a gel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using the pencil, and I'm just going to grab it in here. And I love eyeliner. It's like the thing that I've been doing. Honestly, I've been doing it for about, probably since I was in the 6th grade or my first year of high school. So I've been trying my best to perfect the eyeliner. So I'm going to need to focus a little bit because this is the star of the show. Okay. I'm going to start with the middle. About that is the middle, and now I'm going to do the wing. Okay, pretty close. Since I've done the eyeliner, I'm going to be doing some mascara. But first, before mascara, I'm going to be using my eyelash curler. So I'm just going to curl my lashes and we're going to do the mascara. This is the second part where things get messy. I do not want to start tearing up, or I'm just gonna ruin my makeup. Okay, and now next eye. Whew, I'm already starting to water a little bit. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to be doing my mascara. So it's right here. It is the Rimmel London Retro Eye Scandalized Mascara. Okay. I'm not going to put too much because I don't really like too much of a clumpy lash. The other eye. Sorry again if I'm blocking the way. I'm gonna do the bottom, and I don't really like to put too much because it looks a little iffy whenever you put too much, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of that. I look too focused, but that's what we want. For my lips, I'm not going to be putting any lip products like lipstick or anything like that because due to the medicine that I've been taking, my lips have become super dry, so it is going to look like a dry desert. I'm just going to be putting some Aquaphor, which is the lip balm that I use, and it's kind of like Vaseline, so it just gives you a type of like lip balm type of thing. So I'm going to take some right here, and I just take my finger and just put a little bit on and swerve it around. For my blush, I'm going to be using the Vice Cosmetics. I'm going to be using two. I'm going to be using Vice Aura Blush Biyukan and Taliada. As you can see, the Biyukan is more of a pinkish and Taliada is more of a purple. When you mix the two together, it gives a perfect look. I'm going to be using that, mixing them up. And you actually don't have to put too much with this blush. It does the work for you. And then I'm going to finish off with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit Sun Dipped, and I'm going to be mixing it up a little bit, a mix of bronze and summer. So bronze the brown and summer the glowy gold, and I'm going to be doing that right now. I have the brush and I'm just gonna fan it on the brow bone. Try to not go on the eyeshadow. Same for the other side. And something I like to do too is take my pinky and just mix the two highlights that I was mentioning, bronze and summer, and I like to go in my inner corner. I like using my finger because it's easy to blend with my finger and it doesn't give you too much of the unnatural highlighted inner corner. So I like to do that and just blend it a little bit. And there you have it. Pretty glowy. I kind of like this look actually. It's pretty cute. Something that you can, you know, wear at a party, at a date, in a little event. For a little photo shoot if you guys want something pinky, and yeah, it's really nice. This is the look. It is very pinky, very, you know, soft glam, something that you can really put basically everywhere. So I hope you guys liked this video and I hope you guys enjoyed the chit chat that we had, and give this a thumbs up in the comments if you liked it and if you want me to do more videos in the future. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the Canada Day extravaganza. This is Tamara Grace and I'm out.